We've got love, selkies, and a brand new world. My name's Laura Bruno, and I'm an intuitive astrologer. Today I want to talk about the upcoming equinox on March 20th, 2023, which is followed by a really multi-dimensional new moon in Aries the very next day. So we've got this extremely fresh energy. 2023 got off to a very slow start. There were 3 planets in retrograde: Mercury, Mars, and Uranus. Now those are all direct, and we've got this extremely fresh energy, lots of planets changing signs in March 2023. But what I want to focus on today is the actual new moon energy, which I haven't seen people talking about this particular aspect of it, and I think this is really cool. So on the equinox, the day before the new moon in Aries, we've got a conjunction with Venus, Juno, and the North Node, all in Taurus. That's a destiny level point. We've got this goddess of love, and then the wife energy, Juno, conjuncting on the destiny point of the collective, the North Node. Now, how that can play out is an energy of commitment, an energy of love. That doesn't necessarily have to be romantic relationships. It could be any kind of collaboration, any kind of a deepening commitment to another person that helps you forge ahead on your own path. So we've got this Aries Taurus energy that's kind of in tension. Aries likes to forge ahead. Taurus wants to settle down, but we can make these energies work, especially with that North Node destiny point driving things forward, looking towards the future. So ask yourself, what kinds of collaborations, what kinds of romantic relationships, what sort of additional commitment to those things can assist in moving forward on your path. So that's one segment of the energy. And then the really cool part is the next day with the new moon in Aries, where it conjuncts Manwë, which in Tolkien's mythology, Manwë was kind of like a sky god, but completely pure, utterly absent of any evil. So there's not only this fresh energy, but this real pure energy. And Manwë and his wife Varda were almost always close together. So again, there's that kind of collaboration energy, that relationship energy that we don't always think of with Aries. We usually think of that with Libra, but in the case of this new moon, there is this fresh energy for a new collaborative project that helps to bring things forward, helps to bring things into the new. We've got Pluto moving into Aquarius 2 days later, and then 2 days after that, Mars, the ruler of this new moon, moves into Cancer. So lots of changing energies happening. One of the cooler aspects of this particular new moon, though, is the Sabian Symbol, which I'm going to read this to you right now. So this is Aries 1, because we always round up. A woman just risen from the sea. A seal is embracing her. Keynote: emergence of new forms and the potentiality of consciousness. So on the one hand, this reminds me of Botticelli's Birth of Venus, this woman rising from the sea. But then in terms of mythology, we get all that kind of Scottish Selkie lore and the mermaid stories. So this seal embracing the woman. For those not familiar with the Selkie stories, a lot of times this beautiful woman would come ashore, and she would actually be a seal or a Selkie, a woman in seal form. She would set foot on the earth, on the land, and traditionally someone would see her and steal her Selkie skin, and by doing that, the man usually he would be able to marry her. She would be his wife, and sometimes they'd have a pretty happy marriage, but there would always be a part of her that's longing to go back to the sea, longing to return to her own kind. And I know I hear from a lot of clients that same sort of longing, like, oh, this world is not comfortable. This world does not feel like home. So with the Selkie tale and the Selkie imprint on the very fresh energy, we're also getting an opportunity to step into the new, which is actually really old, but really authentic to us. in those stories, what will often happen is the woman will spend 7 years on land, and that's a magical amount of time. And then someone, sometimes her child, sometimes she'll just find it when she's out searching for something else, but she will rediscover that silky skin. And when she puts it back on, she's able to dive back into the sea and rejoin her kind, become that mermaid silky energy again, which is just very beautiful and free and fluid. I feel like this is also connected with the Saturn and Pisces energy. So Saturn just moved into Pisces on March 7th. We've got this kind of grounding of the ocean, being able to take the expansive and give it physical form. So one of the most important things to ask yourself as we approach this hinge point is, where are you on that archetypal journey with the Selkie? Are you living authentically, in which case this is breakaway energy to do whatever you are feeling most called to do, whatever feels most authentic? Or have you been kind of languishing in a life that doesn't feel real, that doesn't feel authentic to you? And now is your chance to actually get back to what feels authentic, what feels real and natural and beautiful for you. So either way, it's a hinge point. Different people are going to have different answers to that question. But there is this kind of magical, otherworldly, mermaid type energy to this new moon, and I really haven't seen anybody else talking about that. So wanted to bring that up for attention. And there's a lot more information on my blog that I'll be posting, and lots of videos linked below about all the fresh new energies that are happening this month. So happy new moon and best wishes. Bye.